Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Slickmov and I'm back again with another video, and in today's video I wanted to actually break down a brand new trailer we got for Batman v Superman. This is the Korea trailer, and there's a lot of juicy shots in here, a lot of really great and new shots that I really wanted to break down, and I hope that I can point out something that you didn't, or point out a detail that you maybe didn't notice the first time seeing through it, and that's ultimately the goal of these breakdowns. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. No time to waste. This is the Korea Batman v Superman trailer. Some familiar shots here, a new line. Awesome line. I love that. Lex Luthor, he's very tenacious in this movie, and he's kind of convoluted in tone because sometimes he's playful and, that kind of thing, but other times, like here, he's like, fight night, he's pissed. And I love that because we do see in the one of the TV spots right around here, we can actually see that Lex Luthor is safely viewing the fight from Batman and Superman from Metropolis, and we see him on the rooftops with some new stills where Lex Luthor is actually viewing the bat signal going up, and he's kind of reflecting on all the work that he has done, because this entire movie, maybe even just about his entire professional life, he has spent trying to, match these two characters against one another, trying to ruin each other, essentially, and clash these worlds of Gotham and Metropolis, in which both these characters respect and, represent more so, and clashing them against one another. And ultimately, Lex Luthor, everything is coming to fruition. All of his plans are coming together perfectly, and judging by that fact is that Batman and Superman are fighting, which is what he's wanted all along. It's what he's wanted ever since that he met Bruce Wayne and Clark Kent at the, gala diner kind of party that, we also see Diana at and everything like that. So everything's going perfectly for Lex Luthor, right? He's having a great time. He's saying fight night. He's like a WWE commentator, like WWE SmackDown. He's watching safely from Metropolis. He gets to watch these great gods, essentially gods. Batman's not directly, literally a god, but you get the point. Figurative gods going against one another, again, most importantly, from a safe distance, so he's not in danger there. So this is something that I wanted to point out. Right here, up top here, is where Batman actually deploys the bat signal. He is on top of this building right here. At the end of this trailer, we do see that they are at the bottom, and behind them is a fire. When we see Superman descend for the first time, we don't actually see a fire. There's nothing there. So this is the presumably the kind of area in which they meet. And we see that there's no fire around here, so I don't know what, around this area, something catches on fire. We don't know what. Maybe is it raining here? Yeah, it's raining. So it's the same environment. It's the same area. Basically, where they begin fighting, where they first meet, is underneath exactly where Batman is, right here. Batman flies down. He sees Superman descend down. They meet on the floor of the street. And this is when they're about to throw down. And we see Superman. He kind of approaches Batman, and he's about to throw him through this entire building, and it is then at this point. So basically, the fight initiates right below here. This is where the fight begins, which is really exciting that, there's not going to be, like minutes and minutes of build-up or filler waiting for the fight to go down. Batman's going to turn on the bat signal, and Superman and Batman are going to go, throw down, which is awesome. So we've seen this. Sorry, I had to rewind to prove my point. And I love this smirk, love this smirk, because Batman knows that he's won. Batman knows that he has the mental game, and he has essentially baited Superman into this trap, and he has a series of traps set for Superman, and he has the upper hand, even though it looks like he doesn't, and he shouldn't, because he's a man and Superman's a god. However, he's got a series of surprises planned for Superman that he is unbeknownst to. Superman's going into this, he says, oh, this guy's trying to toy with me, I told him not to turn this damn bat signal on, and he did anyway. I'm just gonna go beat this guy up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna kill him, I'm gonna go easy on him, but I'm just gonna beat him up pretty badly and teach him a lesson. And he's like, what is this guy smiling for? This guy has no chance. And maybe he's a little intimidated because when he first met Batman, that is Superman first met him, he actually saw that, he had a regular bat suit on, and now he's coming back and he's got the bat signal and everything like that, and he's got this new armor suit. He's like, oh wow, that's impressive, armor suit. So really, Superman's not looking at this to be anything, and you can just tell by the way that he approaches him. He's like, this is gonna be easy. Look at this guy. He's a clown. He dresses up like a bat. He's a weirdo. It's like he's gonna be easy to take down. And unbeknownst to Superman, Batman has a series of traps set for him, and he's thought out every single facet of this fight with Alfred. So this is actually a really important scene right here. We can see that Batman is right outside of this seemingly run-down government building in Gotham, and we can see that it is run down because Lois Lane is here. And this is actually the shot in which we see that Batman is in the very first trailer, the teaser, a long time ago. We saw that Batman is in this building, the rundown, I mean, it's exactly the same. If you see the Comic-Con trailer, you know that it is the same building. So Lois Lane, she's kind of looking around, she's not sure where Batman is, and I believe that she is looking for Batman here. She's trying to confront him and maybe try to settle the beef, you know, between her lover and Batman. What we see right here is what I believe to be Superman being pissed about what Batman did to Lois Lane. What I believe is that, let me try to find it. It is right around here. I'm trying to find, I don't have slow motion. I know you guys pointed that out to me in my Civil War review. Right here, Superman is pissed. He is so pissed. We never see Superman as mad as he is right here. And essentially, I believe that he is pissed because Lex Luthor has pitted Batman versus Superman. Again, that leads up to their conflict. And Superman is so mad at the end of the trailer when they're about to fight because he's realized that Batman has kidnapped Lois Lane. And it all originates from the scene in which Batman and Lois Lane meet in that rundown Gotham government building. That is the moment in which Batman and Lois Lane meet for the first time, and Lois Lane gets kidnapped by Batman at Lex Luthor's discretion. It's a trade. Lex Luthor trades kryptonite for Lois Lane, and Lois Lane is now in possession of Lex Luthor is now in possession of Lois Lane. This is why Superman is so pissed, and he wants to take out Batman because ultimately Batman's the one that kidnapped his lover. We never see Superman this pissed, and the only way that he would ever be this pissed is Ma Kent or Lois Lane. I mean, there's literally nobody else, and even if a civilian were to die or anything like that, he wouldn't like it, and he would be, but he is pissed right here. He looks like he's about to kill Lex Luthor. Keep in mind, this is on the rooftop in which the San Diego Comic-Con trailer #1, we see, Lex Luthor, he's kind of putting his hand around, Superman's chin. He's like, I have complete control of you. And why do I have complete control of you? Because I have Lois Lane and you don't. So that ultimately, as long as that is the case, I will get you to do, you are my monkey. I can make you do whatever I want you to do because you would do anything in the world for Lois Lane. And Lex Luthor and Superman both know it. Great news shots here. We don't know what this is. This scene right here is probably just an extension of the fight which we saw originally. We can see that Batman is chasing around a bunch of thugs in the street. We saw in the Jeep commercial. There's actually a Jeep commercial. And we see Batman. He's chasing around some criminals and stuff like that. But so this is probably just an extension of that. Awesome here. We see that Gal Gadot is deplaning her Turkish Airlines flight, which Turkish Airlines probably spent a sizable amount of money to get her on this Turkish Airlines flight. Anyway, we don't know what she's doing here, but this is awesome. We can see her. She's getting off the plane. People say, well, can't she just fly? Well, probably not at this point. Generally she doesn't fly like straight away. She like learns flying in some stories apparently. So I didn't know that, but yeah, she doesn't fly straight away. Maybe she will in the DCU. We don't know. This is interesting to me because we see Batman on top of this bar right here. Now, this is interesting for a number of reasons. One, because it looks like Batman is right here. Like, you can see the bats. Maybe it's not just me. I don't know. But my point being is that seemingly there's this hole right here. And we see in trailer #4, Batman comes up through the hole and then beats up all these guys. Okay, these guys are all going to get knocked out very shortly. Batman, he comes up. Why would he be sitting on top of this bar? Does he ultimately hide up here? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe he's hiding from the gunfire and they don't see him go up here. I don't know. Anyway, this is just an interesting shot I thought I'd point out. Batman beating up some guys. And this is a cool shot. Doesn't really provide anything to us. I mean, to be honest with you, he's chasing somebody. He's in a tunnel system. We saw him actually chasing through the tunnel in the DC Special Access preview with Jeff Johns and Kevin Smith and everything like that. But ultimately, just a cool shot. The Batman's badass, or the Batmobile's badass. The Batmobile's fast. Okay, that's basically the point of the shot. And you let your family die. That to me is still definitely Lex Luthor, who again is trying to make Batman pissed at Superman, and Batman is going to make Superman very pissed when he kidnaps one of Superman's closest allies, who is Lois Lane. And I firmly believe that in which they meet in that rundown government building where it's just Batman and Lois Lane, nobody else, Batman's going to kidnap her, and Lex Luthor ultimately tricks him into getting leverage over Superman, and it backfires against both of them because Batman and Superman at one point later in the film realize, hey, the only reason we hate each other is because this Lex Luthor guy. He pitted us against one another. I don't actually hate you, and I don't actually want to kidnap Lois Lane or kill her. I just pretended that I would kill her to gain leverage against you. So that's kind of the whole thing going on there, I think. So this shot right here is really interesting. A lot of people are saying Aquaman. Very interesting theory. I wouldn't have thought about that myself. I will say that it's almost like too obvious to be Aquaman. It's like, oh, Aquaman comes into the DCEU for the first time ever and saves Lois Lane. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a little provocative, and maybe Superman is pissed that she almost died. She narrowly escaped death here. Maybe she will die. We don't know. I mean, let's be real. She's not going to die, but she could. I mean, who knows? For all Superman knows, in the context of the story, she could. Superman, Wonder Woman, awesome shots there. And I love that scene with Lex Luthor. He's just like, chill, man, chill, bro. Freaking awesome. And this is interesting here. This is a nuclear weapon going off, at least the way I see it. The way the explosion is, this is not Doomsday, okay? This is a bomb. It's like a nuke. And you can see in the background here, this is either Metropolis or Gotham. We can see the city here. I think that Superman is trying to diffuse a nuclear geopolitical tension between whether it be the United States and some other nation, it doesn't matter. What I think that we see is that Superman in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer number 1, Superman is trying to stop a nuclear weapon from the United States launching to another nation. So he's ultimately trying to be the peacemaker and stop a nuclear war. Here he seemingly failed, and a nuclear weapon has maybe just gone off right outside of Gotham and Metropolis. We don't know. All I will say is that I do think that this is actually a nuclear weapon going off, and it's not obvious that is the case, but judging by the fact that Superman is trying to stop a nuke, he's trying to avert nuclear war, he's trying to prove himself to the people of Gotham and Metropolis and the entire world that he is a source for good, and he's trying to diffuse all conflict in the world. Batman here, he's freaking out. We don't know what for. There's somebody in the background right here. Don't know who this is. This is interesting because we all know Batman works alone, so I don't know who this is. This is, again, in the nightmare sequence, so keep in mind this is likely a machine gun. Batman is probably killing people in the nightmare sequences because he's seeing a distant future where if Batman and Superman don't get together, they don't team up, Darkseid is taking control of the world and Batman is helpless and he's killing people. We see him snapping necks in the San Diego Comic-Con trailer. This is a distant future that Batman wants to avoid, and that's the only reason he's got a machine gun right here. Awesome shots here. Again, we see, oh, I love that headbutt. I love it, I love it, I love it. That's a freaking awesome scene. And this just shows you, I mean, this headbutt right here, it shows you this is the only reason that Batman has a chance against Superman. If he didn't have his suit on, it would just like, his head would just smush in. Like his head would literally just deflate against Superman's chin, you know what I mean? So this suit is the equalizing factor. It really, really is. Of course, Batman, he's a smart guy. He's got trap set for Superman. But at the same token, if he doesn't have the suit, he has no chance regardless. Awesome scene. Again, Superman super pissed. Superman super pissed. I don't remember the scene. Okay, yeah, so this is the end. Again, there's a fire in the background. I have no clue why. Maybe this is Batman. He has a trap set up for Superman. You can see his cape is actually coming down here, so maybe like Batman had like a missile that he launches at him, or like a car he throws at him, because you can see there's like car debris in the background. I have no clue. But what I'm saying is, like, when Superman and Batman, they first come down, Batman turns on the bat signal, he goes down, he meets Superman. This isn't in the background there. There's nothing on fire, okay, when they first meet. And this is when the conflict begins. Batman and Superman fight for the first time just before this trailer cuts right here. We don't exactly see it, but that is the trailer, guys. Hope you all have enjoyed my breakdown and analysis. Hope you guys learned something new or saw a different perspective on things. Not saying anything that I'm saying is fact or certain. A lot of it is speculation and theory, but I really did enjoy making this video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it as well. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, hit the like button if you did, and be sure to subscribe for more Batman v Superman coverage. I'm gonna have some more videos coming up, but not too many. Ultimately, you know, the biggest video I've got coming up for Batman v Superman is the non-spoiler review. Coming up first, and then the spoiler review on Friday. The non-spoiler review will be up Thursday night after I see the movie. So hope you guys have enjoyed. My name's Slick Muff, and we'll see you in the next one.